Good afternoon, everybody. Sensei Drew and Sensei Snow here with you as I come to you live from Indianapolis, Indiana. I love y'all. Drew loves y'all. We love y'all for joining us each and every Friday here on the Sports Sensei Unleashed. And this afternoon, we are brought to you by BetUS.com for the best parlays, the best spreads, and the best competition ever. Go to betus.com. And right now, if you use the code Snowman, you get a 125% deposit match on a deposit of at least $100 into your account. Take advantage of that. Go to snowmanmultimediasports.com, click on the BetUS logo on any of our pages, and you'll get a chance to take full advantage of that. Sensei Drew, how are you, my man?
Snowman, I am doing great out here today, feeling better as time moves on.
Good.
And just like last week, I have a very special shout out to my
All right.
DC Cubs who remain under mother fathering feeded at 5-0. My guys went out
Great.
there last weekend. Both days, Saturday and Sunday, got victories. And this weekend, we have a very, very challenging time as Saturday and Sunday. We have probably two of the best teams that we could face up into the league that we have not faced yet. We have beat all the teams in the league except for these two teams now. And the team we
All
face
right.
on Saturday are the reigning champions of the league. The reigning, I think 7 out of the last 8 years. I can't remember how many they've won in a row. We beat that. We came close in the series we had with them last year. We are
Yeah.
looking to get a victory over the DC Giants tomorrow. And Sunday, we have the Prince George Blue Sox we face, who are also the ones who faced the Giants in the championship series last year. So we got two big matchups. It's going to be huge if I can come here next week and say that we are still undefeated. But fingers crossed, whether or not, it's still been a great start to this season.
Do you face them on the road or do you have them at home?
DC Giants, we go to their field on tomorrow, and it's Sunday. We
Okay.
have the Prince George Blue Sox at home. So
Let me send
that's
a
why
special shout out.
I'm still repping the jersey for my guys today.
Good. Good. Let me send a shout out as well to all that come into the chat and shout to WQEE 99.1 in Atlanta for picking up the Sports Senseis. There's a few more stations I have on the docket, and I'll never forget when Drew challenged me. He said, Snowman, I'm mad at you. I'm like, why? Because you said you were going to get this show on the radio, and you haven't told me anything yet. Well, Drew didn't know at the time that I had something in mind, and I talked to the folks at QEE, Ryan O'Neill, absolute buddy of mine, and he said, bring it on. So that following week, I said I'd let the cat out of the bag that we would be syndicated. You can catch the replay of this Saturday afternoons, 2 p.m. on WQEE 99.1 FM in Metro Atlanta. I'm working on a couple stations in Baltimore, Maryland, WLEO being one of them, waiting on an answer from them, and working on a couple stations down in Montgomery, Alabama. So we are being syndicated. And Sick Diggy's at it already. When he says the Sports Senseis Unleashed is brought to you by Chicago's own Southside Slapbox Academy. Let the scrapping be slapping. And Campbell
Absolutely.
Clutch Wrestling Academy. Either we make you champions or we make you humble. Shout to the
Absolutely.
Iron Dude for that.
Absolutely. That was a great line, Sick. And to go back with what Snowman was just saying about the radio show, got a friend of mine who I grew up with who lives in that area of Georgia who's been listening to
Yeah.
us on Saturdays. And I've got to give a shout out to him and for spreading the word, tinkering around in the backyard, working on his truck, and listening to the Sports Sensations Unleashed. I love it. So, but guys, it has been a great start to this season for my DC Cubs as Snowman is having a little action going on over there at his outdoor office.
And what I'll do when I come back
So,
in
with that being
is
said, when it comes to the Sports Sensations Unleashed, we are back here on this Friday, 12:05 p.m. Eastern Time. We started with the Snowman.
we did.
Snowman, are
We
you
did. We did. We did. What's that?
Are you okay there, Snowman?
I'm fine. One of the baristas here um, asked me if I was using both the plugs on the inside. So I told her she can unplug one of them, and what I'll do when I come back in is plug everything into my um, extension and use that, so everybody can have a chance to use the power that is.
Oh,
But
nice.
I am. It is gorgeous here in Indianapolis, Indiana. 71 wonderful degrees. I
Oh,
love
that's
being
great.
outside again. I love being outside again. Uh, a sharp difference from last year before we launched the Sports Senseis Unleashed, because Drew, as you know, Cole and everybody else knows, I was very weak at this time. I could barely sit up and could barely sit outside at my in-laws' house. I would sit outside on the deck and just just take in the sun for like only 15 minutes, and then I'd go climb right back in bed because I was so tired. But now, woo! I'm feeling awesome. And I love the time that I have with you, Drew. I absolutely adore the time that I have with you. You are one of my best friends. I love you dearly. You keep me on my toes, and I love you for that. And with the Sotoba Media and Snowman Multimedia, we are building a fathering empire out here, man. And people just
Absolutely.
need to get ready for us. And today, Jody, my beautiful wife, brought something into focus when she reminded me, you got the Snowman brand out there already. Use it. So instead of searching for a job in media, I'm going to follow my instinct that I started following when I was 21 years old. I'm going to create one, doggone it.
My
I'm
man,
not searching
Snowman.
for a job. I'm not searching for a job in media anymore. I'm creating them. And in 2 years' time, I will have $1 billion a year coming in that I can pay my folks with and everything. Within a year's time, I'm turning this into $1 billion business.
I look forward to seeing it happen. And my work with Sartoba Media has come to an unofficial standstill as of 40 days ago.
Yeah,
Which we all know the story about it right now. I don't want to drag it through the mud.
right.
Hit me up personally. I'd be glad to talk about it. I just don't want to drag it over throughout the airwaves. But we do know
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
When you talk about being weak, I'm still having my days where they're in and out, like, pardon the
Oh, yeah.
pun. But
Oh,
there's
yeah.
like today I feel good. But I will say this, for every Friday, and each Saturday has gotten easier. But that first
Yeah.
Saturday that we did this show, that after we did this show, because we do the show on Friday, that next
Hmm.
day I woke up and I felt like I'd been hit by a train. And I'd even
Yeah.
taken a nap that afternoon after the Friday. It's because my body's still trying to get used to the movement, like what I'm looking for, the muscle memory, I guess, of getting back
Yeah.
into the positions of even sitting in the chair for an hour talking to you was taken out of me. Now, it's gotten better each week, and it's just like sports. Practice makes perfect. So the more you kind of do something, you gotta do it at an easy pace. But I get, if I get tired, my how I'm talking fluently to you changes. Like I start slurring words and stuff. Like, rest is important, and just like with you last year, you've got to get rest. Rest is important when you're healing from whatever it is. And this has been 40 days and now almost 40 nights of a living hell that I'm working through. And some people have told me, do you make it look easy? Well, I'm tough for one. Two, I'm still in my mid 30s, so I got that going for me. And three, this is a huge wake up call, and I'm not letting it happen again. So I appreciate everything you've been there for me through. You on that Tuesday, Taco Tuesday edition. And I'm gonna say this and call it out to the world right now. Snowman gave me more love on that Taco Tuesday edition than my own network or anybody around me. My family, of course, was there for me. But Snowman did what I felt like should have been done on the other end. Now, I get it. I stroked out during the show, but I can't help that. So it is what it is. But are there any hard feelings? No. Is it motivation to keep pushing to get back to where I was, to prove to people you're missing out on something? And I was a golden goose for so many people, and I'm going to do it on my own, and things are going to change. I'm not going to let this stress me out enough to where what happens again, but it's the people like Snowman that I will continue to come back to and work with. Like, one of the first things I wanted to do once I got well enough was get back with Snowman, because when I say each and every Friday, this is one of my favorite days of the week, if not my favorite day of the week, it absolutely is, because I get to spend time with my guy here and talk sports. And we got a very important topic to talk about somebody getting swept earlier this week.
Oh yeah, We're gonna get to that. This is the free for all Friday. This is the free for all hour with Drew and I, where we just have fun talking. I mean, most of the time we do talk about sports because that's the base of this program. But today is the free for all Friday. It's gorgeous here in Indianapolis, Indiana. My wife got motivated as well with some of the things that was said to her. If y'all caught the morning show, I'll tell the story here. My wife has been dealing with a horrible knee injury since April, and we didn't know what was going on. So this morning, we came here to Indianapolis and went to the doctor, and they basically told her she needed to lose weight, and that would solve all the problems. This is despite the fact that she's had knee problems for the past 20 years. This is despite the fact that we hoped that the doctor we dealt with didn't delve into society. This is despite the fact that we hoped that she would have an MRI this morning, and we struck out on all three of those. And what got on my what I'll say it plainly, what pissed me off is when I saw my wife crying from what the doctor said this morning. When I saw my wife crying, that not only did it piss me off, two, it pissed me off for greatness. Thank you, Ray Lewis. And three, it got me even more motivated than ever to be in a position where I can take care of my wife and take care of my family. And I'm working on two majors. I won't reveal the companies, but I'm working on two major sponsorships right now that'll put 5 figures into the bank account to get the road started toward $1 billion every year. I'm working on two major sponsorships. I'm going to lock into a third before July 4th. My plan is to lock all of them down before the 4th of July holiday, and bringing that in a month, I can tell my wife, baby, you can leave the job where you're at. I got us. That is my goal. And my other goal is before the end of July, before my birthday, to buy a truck for Jody, and we get an RV and get the blank out of Indiana and head west. Because what I ultimately want to do, and I know, Drew, you're going to be proud of me when I say this, I had come to a decision that I wanted to move to Arizona with my wife, but I also wanted to see if there's an opportunity at UNCG in Greensboro, North Carolina. Well, I made the decision this morning. I'm going to do both.
Snowman, how are you going to teleport? How are you going to get back and forth from Arizona to North Carolina?
It's called frequent flyer / driver miles, doggone it.
That's a lot of driving from Arizona to North Carolina, I'm just going to say.
Oh,
I'm in my mid-30s now, I don't want to do it.
Most of the time, we are probably going to be flying back and forth, or I'm going to be flying back and forth. It's going to depend on my wife's work schedule, because there's a cancer center out in Phoenix where she wants to work, and there's a small college out in Phoenix in a tribal community where she wants to work. And I'm not going to stop her for applying for either of those places or both. And I'm hoping she gets both, because both of those positions are right in her wheelhouse. I really hope she gets both.
all I can say is, regardless of whatever you choose, I support you for one. But two, as long as you pick a spot that has internet that we can keep our shows, where you have Snowman in the morning, you have the Brian Snow Show, and you have this, you got to have internet to keep this going, Snowman. So yes,
Listen,
as long as you have that, I
Verizon
support you.
Listen, I will tell you, one of the sponsors I'm working on, I will let the cat out of the bag right now, is Verizon. One of the big sponsors I'm working on is Verizon, because Verizon has been the best connection I've ever had. And we don't have Verizon now. By next month, cross your fingers, everything's going to get updated. My equipment's going to get updated. Our internet connection's going to get updated, because I've had problems even in studio, okay, with my connection going down. Listen, Verizon, I've reached out to some of you already, but what I'm going to do is handle this on a local level, go in, get a couple hotspots, one for me, one for Jody, and then change our phones around where we can have hotspots on the phones and 5G connection all over the place. Because the area where we live in right now in Scipio, Indiana, and this is wild as hell, but we don't get 5G connections where we are.
Wow.
Figure that out.
Yeah,
we don't get 5G connections where we are right now, and I hate it.
I mean,
I absolutely hate it.
Me being where I'm at now, being so close to the capital, we don't really have any issue when it comes to internet service where I'm at. We have Comcast primarily here. You can do one or the other, but Comcast service in this area does a little bit better. But hey, if you can get a sponsorship from Verizon, that would be awesome, because I have worked with Verizon Internet in the past, and with me doing what I do professionally outside of this realm, working with networking, Verizon is great. I've got to give a shout out to them. It's just financially, when you got in your own home, Comcast's a little bit easier on the dollar when you're balling on a budget out here in these streets in the capital of Richmond.
Right. All right, we're presented by the Be Daring Foundation and also B University. Thank you, Michelle DeMuria. That's one of the other sponsorships I'm working on. I said I was working on 3. It's probably going to be 4 when I get everything done. And believe me, I'm working on a lot. I'm working on a lot of it. A lot. Because sometimes, as I said before, and I will say again, sometimes you just get tired. And I'm tired of Sensei Drew and myself and everybody that has worked with us being told, oh no, you can't do that. We're going to have to say no to you. And we're like, why? What the hell did we do? Join us on Patreon, patreon.com/SDM Sports Radio Network, looking to get to 1,000 patrons by the end of June. And believe me, we are going to do that. Do me a favor, folks. We still need your help to get to the next level. So if you can donate via Patreon, that would be great. Patreon.com. By GoFundMe. I beg your pardon. I read the wrong banner. GoFund.me /DA1ACD81. I think that's the wrong address. I'll get it right during the break. But if you can donate to us via Cash App, the Cash App tag you need for me is the $Tallman Dr. K50 for Sensei Drew. It's $DWillie87. That's what you need to help us out here in these streets, to borrow from my partner. And believe me, it's something else to be able to do what you love to do and enjoy it, and do what a lot of these content creators have done. That's go to Cash App, that's go to Patreon. And believe me, when we take off, we will take off. And speaking of which, it's going to take a few minutes, and when we come back, we will rejoin you from Virginia and Indianapolis, Indiana, on a gorgeous Friday. The Sports Senseis Unleashed will be back in a moment.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
I'm in another lane, I'm a different breed. I'm everything you can never be. I'm next level. Next level.
Thursday nights are wrestling night on CSTV. Tune in every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific to see all the amazing Next Level Pro Wrestling stars on Thursday Night Throwdown on CSTVNow.com and the CSTV app on your Roku device.
Hey y'all, Snowman here. Catch me, Cole Johnson, Wise El Jefe, and the usual cast of characters as we bring it to you every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern. It's called Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson, and it's right here on CSTV and CSTVNow.com. Join us, won't you?
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a show that has big dreams with little time, and we need your help to achieve it. The Sports Senseis Unleashed.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Big dreams and little time, because it's very little time. You don't know how long you're going to be here. Hell, I thought my pops would live forever because he survived everything, but unfortunately, prostate cancer took him in 2007. But I enjoyed so much time with Dad, really getting to know sports. You know, when I became an adult, and we watched a lot of games together, and we would break it down. In many ways, he was like my first broadcast partner and my main broadcast partner. But I owe Drew, and we're going to do it next spring, I owe Drew a couple of baseball games. I owe Drew a couple of play-by-play calls doing baseball. And if I know Drew, he's going to be enthralled the same way Darrell was the first time he heard me do a game when I was in Lewisburg 2 years ago. And I've had so many kids ask me, how do you pick up the names so fast? And one of the networks I'm involved with, David 3000, love him dearly. He said when he heard one of my baseball games, he goes, how did you remember the names so fast? Sometimes it's luck, and most of the time for me, it's preparation. And Drew, you know this now from doing play-by-play with Darrell. A lot of it is a week-long preparation because, especially with baseball, you have 2, 3, maybe 4 games a week. Some of the pros
Absolutely.
that we know, they do 4 and 5 games a week, or sometimes it's a 7-day stretch, 3 at home, 4 on the road, and some of the times when you're on the road, you're doing a lot of prep while you're on the fly.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
a lot
Absolutely.
of that is a lot of that is preparation. A lot of that is studying the roster. A lot of that is reading a lot of notes. And it's like I love the way Drew put this when I asked him, how that experience was. You're cramming for an exam, basically.
Yes.
When you're doing a play-by-play call, you are cramming for an exam. It doesn't matter if the game is 6 days out or 6 hours out. You're cramming for an exam, trying to ingest as much information as you can. And I watched the video with the late, great Vince Scully and how he prepares and how much he reads and how much he researches. And Drew, you can expand on this also because I've done it. Now I want you to expand on this point. Research is necessary for a play-by-play call.
Yes. I mean, research is necessary just to do a podcast, for one. I mean, to be able to come up here and talk, and even if it's just watching the event and, being able to restore it in your brain and, comprehend what is going on, that's, you gotta watch it, you gotta listen, you gotta read, you got to pay attention in order to be able to convey your words onto a show, onto a play-by-play, etc. And speaking of words, Snowman, before we go any further, it's my turn to read the fans' comments, and I need you to bring up the last one by Victor Locke because I want to read this one. The Sports Senseis is brought to you by King Nothing Vacuum Cleaners. When sweeping a mess just isn't enough, bring the suck with King Nothing Vacuum Cleaners. Where's your crown, King Nothing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We may as well get into that right now.
Damn, I'm feeling good today.
Let me take that back. Drew, I need a favor from you.
Yes,
I have to step away and make a very important phone call.
I got it.
I need you to take the floor until I get back, please. Now, y'all see me moving around right now. I have to step away. Drew, take the floor. I will be back.
Give me the solo angle. There it is. What is happening, everyone? It has been a while since I have been by myself in front of a camera because of everything that happened 40 days ago. But I will say this. We were on a topic that we were about to get to, and that is King Nothing, as I just read that statement by Victor Locke. Now, we all motherfathering know what happened earlier this week. And that is when Yo Kang, as my man Cole Johnson likes to say, Yo Kang was eliminated from the motherfathering NBA playoffs. He got so far, went to the Western Conference semis. He did great by helping them get there. But if it wasn't for Anthony Davis helping carry that team, if he didn't score 25 points per game, that team wasn't winning. Anthony Davis had to score 25 points per game on average for the Lakers to win those games. Now, I don't want to give too much hatred on LeBron because the man was getting triple doubles throughout the playoffs at age 38. He's doing more at the 20th season racked up in the NBA league than most people before him. So the longevity has been great, but he is no Michael Jordan. He still only has 4 rings, and he had to go to 3 different teams to achieve that. Jordan did it with 2 3-peats on the same motherfathering team, and you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. And no, I'm not going to have a stroke. So taking care of myself right now. I'm just getting amped up for the first time in 40 days since I had one. Okay? Why? Because I'm excited. I'm excited because there's some news that I'm going to be breaking here real soon that has nothing to do with LeBron. You just sit back and wait, buckle your seatbelts because we're going to have a great time out here in these streets. But back to LeBron. Back to LeBron. And yes, I just showed the Cubs jersey again because I'm excited that my undefeated team is rocking and rolling at this point in the season as we have 2 great games this weekend. And I've already been through that, so I'm not going to hover on that topic. But back to LeBron. Back to LeBron. LeBron talking about he's got to think about if he's going to come back next season. What is there to think about? You've been talking for several years about playing with Bronny and having your namesake right there on the court with you. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? He's at Ohio State going there. Once he finishes up with his graduation in high school, he's going to Ohio State. He's going to be there for 1 year. What is he going to do with that time? Is he going to ball out? Or is he going to be like the legendary sons of NBA players of the past? And is he going to fall on his face? Will Bronny James fall on his face? We don't know. We don't know if he's going to fall on his face or not. He may. He just may. And then when we want to see him come play with Pops, he may not even get there. And that's why LeBron's saying, I might have to retire because my son sucks and I'm not going to get to play with him. That's why I just went on this rant about LeBron, and Snowman is back, and I'm looking forward to carrying this rant with my man, Snowman. LeBron sucks.
LeBron blows. Period. LeBron James sucks. I've said it for 21 years. And I will continue to say it until I go 6 feet under. Now, let me explain why, for the umpteenth thousandth time, that I say LeBron sucks. The reasons are pretty simple. He doesn't have a move that he commits to memory. He doesn't have a jump shot form that he commits to memory. I mean, he tries to be Cal Ripken with his batting stances, but at least Cal Ripken was successful with his batting stances. All right? And sometimes it's from at bat to at bat that he works on his batting stance. LeBron, child please. LeBron sucks. And so does Bronny. For the same reasons I've said about LeBron. I mean, God bless him for trying to teach his son basketball. God bless him. But at the same time, when you yourself don't have a move you can commit to memory. I mean, Michael Jordan had the turnaround fadeaway, and his sons, Marcus and Jeffrey, learned it. All right?
Yeah.
What is Bronny going to do with his 1 year at USC? Let me answer that question. Not a damn thing.
I mean, Bronny does have some decent talent that he's playing with, but this is what's going to happen, Snowman. If and only if Bronny goes to Ohio State and looks good, it's going to be because of the players around him. Because the team has got a pretty good group of guys around them. And they're thinking that Bronny James is going to be the missing piece to lead into a national championship. I will drop a brick from my other end of my speaking end and drop it if they win a national championship this season. Will that happen? No. Because nobody geysers bricks out here in these streets.
Because
and I don't plan on starting doing it.
I'm not picking USC to win a national championship. In fact, if they win 20 games, I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised, man. Because they're going to lean on Bronny, and Bronny's going to have so much pressure. God love him. He's going to be more scrutinized than Marcus and Jeffrey Jordan were when Jeffrey played at Illinois and Marcus played at UCF. All right? They're going to be scrutinized. They're going to have the hell scrutinized out of him. Don't get it twisted. All right? Do I want Bronny to do well? Yes. All right? But unfortunately, his game does not pan out. All right? And to the Hog TV, I hate to say this about Yo Kang, but Yo Kang sucks. He sucks.
Snowman,
Matter
he
of fact,
does.
let me say it. Let me say it the way I don't know how I'm gonna do this. But let me see how I could. I can't do it. I can't do it here. But Yo
We trying to do?
Kang sucks.
We trying to do, Snowman?
End of story. Yo Kang blows, and he has for 21 years.
What was it that you were trying to do, Snowman?
I was gonna say, give me this camera and take the solo camera, but I can't do it out here. But that's all right because y'all can see me, y'all can hear me. I'm good.
Based on my rant, because you were like, "Here, take the floor." I was like, "All right, I'm gonna run with this because we got to get some LeBron rantage going on." So speaking of that, I have to read this comment that was brought up while I was going off on my rant for LeBron, and it's by Sick Dicky.
Okay.
This coming up short by the Lakers is brought to you by Bum Leg Orthopedics, the only thing holding up Anthony Davis together. Bum Leg Orthopedics. Oh, my leg. Oh, my leg. Oh, my leg. Oh, my leg.
Man, you want to know how bad the LeBron influence is? Let's go back to the bubble championship. That doesn't count, in my opinion. Why did LeBron get a unanimous MVP when that unanimous MVP for the NBA World Championship should have gone to Anthony Davis? Period. Look. Look. These Bron-sexuals are going to hate me, but I'm going to say it plainly. LeBron sucks.
Now,
and he has sucked for 21 years.
Now, let's not get it completely twisted. There are certain aspects of LeBron that suck, and that's what I mean. He doesn't completely suck, okay? Because the man, Snowman, the man is still getting triple doubles at age 38. We got to give him that. Like, who else?
But how does he get? Yeah, but how does he get him? Yeah, but how does he get him? His teammates move out of the doggone way. Russell Westbrook, hello.
Hey, I forgot to follow up on the what Six said. And now, Bum Leg Orthopedics is releasing the all-new back brace, the only thing that will hold up Ben Simmons' career. Bum Leg Orthopedics. Oh, my back. Oh my God.
There are some days, my God, I could use. There are some days, my God, I could use Bum Leg Orthopedics to support my back. Because after all the weight that I lost after my surgery, there are some days, and you know this from me trying to sit up, my back would be on fire. Okay?
Hey, as long as nobody is singing the song "My Neck, My Back" out here in these streets, we're okay.
God. You know what? One day I want to make a fun. I want to make a fun challenge, and I want me and Hawk TV to go 1-on-1 for a full show. I want Hawk TV on my show anyway. You know, just to talk sports, just to talk Redskins, just to talk LeBron. Hawk TV, I want to extend an invite to you for the Brian Snow Show. If you can make it today, that's great. If not, don't worry about it. But I would love to talk sports with you for an hour, my man. See, folks like Hawk TV, even though he's a card-carrying, fun-loving Bron-sexual, Hawk TV, let me throw you some flowers. He makes it fun for us. You know what I mean? Because some of these Bron-sexuals are too damn serious for their own good. All right?
Some of them are so sensitive, and some of them are so sensitive that apparently 3 weeks ago there was another video done about you that I just found out about.
Oh, there was?
Since we got a little bit of time left on this show, Snowman,
let me take a break. Let me take a break. Let me take a break. And I want Drew to tell me all about this third video that was done about me. I gotta see this. And I got to see it to believe it. So let's take a break. And when y'all get back, Drew's going to close this out with this supposed video. I got to hear this. Back in a minute.
Hey y'all, Snowman here. Catch me, Cole Johnson, Wise El Jefe, and the usual cast of characters as we bring it to you every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern. It's called Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson, and it's right here on CSTV and CSTVnow.com. Join us, won't you?
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus, smarter than energy.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and to the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Sure. We all know ghosts exist.
I'm getting a really dark energy.
But if you trying to hunt them, there's one simple rule you gotta follow.
What the hell was that?
Guys, hurry up and get the hell out of there. No matter
It's time to go!
Stay calm.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, my God! Oh, hell no!
Hey, Matt, what's up?
Okay, that's a balloon. It looked like it was a demon. Wow.
We be fly for nothing. We be fly for nothing. O-E-O, mucho. Run it.
So where are we going?
A haunted pinata shop.
What?
An old Korean brothel.
Oh, Lord.
A funeral home in Compton?
Yeah.
You don't like us, do you?
It's business.
I get fly for nothing. I roll with OPO.
Official paranormal operations, baby.
We got infrared cameras set up all over the place.
Whatever's in there, we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Y'all down with it?
What the is this? I have robot strapped to my abdomen.
What the hell is going on?
Are you with us right now?
You okay?
Guys, we got action.
I feel like something's in here with me.
Don't nobody want you with us.
Man, they got some going down in there.
It could be a succubus.
Suck you, huh?
It's an energy that feeds upon you in a sexual way. Like,
Not with the teeth like that?
oh, yeah.
Show within a show.
Fly for nothing.
All right, investigation's over. This bitch is haunted as
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a show that doesn't deal with trolls lightly. We put them in their place. The Sports Senseis Unleashed. Snowman, you are muted out here in these streets. We cannot hear a word that you are saying. We are back. I can hear you. You sound like you're screaming at a gerbil.
There we go.
There he is.
There we go.
Now,
there we go.
all right. So
that's the only thing about doing the show out. That's the only thing about doing the show outside. I don't have any control of any buttons, like key buttons here. But all right.
So Snowman,
where did we leave off? Oh yeah, you were going to tell me about a third video that was done about me.
So
and apparently a certain troll.
So for any new viewers out there that were not with us at the beginning of this show, not this episode, but like when the show started,
right?
Several other programs within Snowman Multimedia. There is this one person that will remain nameless because we don't want to throw him too much attention, because apparently when we give him attention, it helps boost his subscribers, which good for you that you have raised to 124 subscribers. Proud of you, bro. I'm also proud of you for your and if people want to go look this name of the video up, it's called The Story of Snowman, aka Uncle Ruckus. It was posted. Now it's been apparently it was 4 weeks ago today. It has 9 views. So congratulations for your 9 views, bro. Anyway, back to this. I apparently was viewer number 9 because back before all of this beef stuff started, this man was on an episode of my show, The In-Or-Out Sports Debate. He had done stuff with Snowman. Snowman had jumped on his show. And some of my people that follow me had subscribed to that channel because I guess they wanted to see if I'd go on there again. And I did a couple things with them in the past, which was cool.
Yep.
Long story short, this dude was saying such wild stuff in our group chat that Snowman, myself, multiple people had just had enough. Now, there can be some debate to where maybe Snowman may or may not have gotten slightly emotional over certain things because Snowman was like a mentor to this dude. Okay. And I can at least speak up for him and say that he was like a mentor for him, kind of looked at him like a little brother in a way, kind of in a way that he's the same way with me as well, So if anything drastically happened to that person, like when I had my stroke, it's going to get emotional about it because, we're close, we're friends. And in this case, with this other person, this other person let him down and was just basically just showed his true colors of how much of a bad kind of individual he can be, I guess. And, with his, I wouldn't really say completely negative attitude. It's just sometimes he could be a little bit brash and like a bullying aspect of how he was trying to get his point across, but also saying some of the most ignorant nonsense about LeBron James and other people in the past to try to get a rise out of Snowman. And people who are still listening to what I'm saying and still with me know exactly who I'm talking about. Okay. Fast forward. This beef kind of, carries on. I called him out on one of our episodes of this show, for, me having to carry him through an episode, Snowman saying other things and kind of giving a rebuttal of how he felt about this individual. We squashed it. Okay. Then after my stroke, okay, shortly thereafter, according to this video, because it's only been 40 days and this happened literally 4 weeks ago. So I'd say 11 or 12 days after I encountered that, this dude apparently does a video. He's talking mainly smack about you, but has the audacity to joke about my stroke, saying that it was kind of karma for the video, like us talking about him in a way, like not word for word. It basically describing it as that. Newsflash: 1, this is primarily genetic based. 2, it was sped up because 1, I wasn't really seeing a cardiologist. 2, I wasn't taking care of myself nutritionally in a lot of aspects. It could have done a little bit better physically, but I am not morbidly obese. I am a little bit overweight, but I'm very active. So go sit on a finger. I'm not going to give the exact finger. I'm not going to give you the exact finger because I'm trying to be professional. But you can sit and spin on a potential finger that I have on my hand for saying that. For one, you don't,
brother,
ever talk ill about somebody who's going through health issues. Okay, regardless of how you are with them intellectually and how you disagree with someone. How dare you in your little dollar store Snoop Dogg? Yeah, I'll call him that again. Dollar General Snoop Dogg. He was like talking smack about it too. And I'll get back to him in a second because, you want to talk smack about Snowman and this and myself that, and you want to call me a cracker and all this stuff. Like, well, congratulations. You are part of the problem of what we dealt with a few years ago when it comes to people being hypocrites out here. When I can say I felt for you and was with you on so much of your arguments, I was there with you. But then when you want to shoe on the other foot and be hypocrites and try to bring that back to the other side, that's what I don't agree with. If you want to see what I'm talking about, go back and watch this dude's video. So back to Snowman in the title of The Story of Snowman, aka Uncle Ruckus. This dude apparently claims that after everything was said and done, apparently you reached out to him again. And apparently was talking about how you were talking about how you were in his head and all this stuff. Now, that stuff, I will say, if you did that, Snowman, I don't agree with, because you should have left it alone, because there was no point in going back to him.
Wait, I did what?
Apparently after everything was put to bed, when you and I had that last episode, we said that one like before everything happened with me, and we had said we were putting this to bed. We're not going to acknowledge this dude anymore. We're done.
Right.
It's a waste of our time. Like I feel like this is right now. Basically, I thought we put it to bed. And then someone who did not know they were still a subscriber to the channel saw this Story of Snowman, aka Uncle Ruckus, put 2 and 2 together because they know you and I are friends and we do this show every Friday, and sent me this 2 nights ago. And I'm like, I didn't get a chance to watch it till last night when I got home from work. And I watched this thing and I'm like, what is he talking about? That apparently Snowman reached back out to him again and started stirring the pot again, because the only way that would happen is if you guys were talking about the playoffs and LeBron James, and somebody reached out to somebody here. We need to clear the air on this, put to bed for the final time.
Okay. Here's how the beef started. I'll clarify this right now. Here's how the beef started. When he's saying all these things about LeBron James and how quote-unquote great he is, and didn't throw one piece of evidence, researchable evidence, about him, I called him out on his journalistic integrity. You saw that show on my afternoon show. I called his punk ass out. And I basically said, when you don't do research, this is what happens. The only thing I questioned and continued to question was his journalistic integrity. Period. Apparently, it pissed him off to the point where he didn't want to talk to me again, and he unsubscribed from my channel and all this stuff. And I posted a comment to one of his videos 6 weeks ago. No, longer than that. Which apparently pissed him off to the point where he did a full, and I'm not joking about this, folks, he did a full 2.5-hour stream dedicated to me. And he had all these short videos coming up and coming out about him versus Snowman. I iced the Snowman. I melted the Snowman. And I'm trying not to cuss, but motherfucker, I'm still here. All 6'5" and 245 pounds of me. You didn't touch me. Matter of fact, MC Hammer said it best. Can't touch this. You've been doing this for a couple of years. I've been doing this for 28 years, you fool. Yeah. You can't touch me. Well, I reached back out to you. That's wrong. That's a bold-faced lie. All I did was comment on one of your videos, and I never reached out to you again. After you did those videos about me and challenged me, basically, and lied on me. You liar.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, there was a clip that my friend Annie sent to me that one of the guys on his show that's a pom-pom waver, a snowman hater, and a blank writer, that said, and he said he's going to kill himself after we're done with him. Wrong answer, dude. Oh, Snowman ain't going nowhere. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Sig. Thank you, Hawk TV. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Cole Johnson, Wise El Jefe, and especially thank you, Jody, for finally drilling the message in me that he does not deserve any shine. Don't mention his name. You can make references to him, but don't mention his name.
That's why I said what I said, because I was like, I'm not going to acknowledge this dude as far as his name. I at least gave the title of the video in case those who may mutually see know exactly what I'm talking about, because, you know, Dietz still works with this dude, and I still, you know, Dietz, I love you, man. I still don't understand why.
I love you, Dietz.
But you can definitely do better.
Listen, Dietz's best work is with us.
Yeah.
All right, like, let me go ahead and say it out loud. I love you, Chris Dietz. Dietz has been my college football insider for 7 years. Well, this will be his 7th season with me. Dietz, your best work is with us, because you're basically carrying him to the finish line.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. That is my opinion, and I'll leave it at that.
And take it from somebody. Take it from somebody here. And I'm not going to point the finger at one particular aspect, because I've been a part of this for several different situations over the course of my lifetime, where you are the one that's literally carrying the ball. And you should be getting some shine out of it, and you may get a little bit, but there's always room for more when you are consistently giving back to whatever you're a part of. And it's time to get some recognition. It's time to get a little bit more appreciation. And I'm seeing the truer side of this after suffering what I just recently suffered. And the time for games is no more. So, Snowman, just be safe out there with these people. That's all I got to say, because when I saw that, I was like, hey, this is ridiculous. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't slipping into any old traps and talking about this nonsense stuff with this dude, because we got to stay focused on the goals out here in these streets and get things to another level. You got somewhere you want to be within the next year, and guys like me, Wise El Jefe, Cole Johnson, Dietz, and others are going to help you get to that point.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. That's going to do it for this edition of the Sports Senseis Unleashed. A salute to everyone that supports Sertova Media and Snowman Multimedia. And who knows? The 2 media companies that I just mentioned may be getting together on a lot of things, because I want to help push Sertova Media to the next level, just as I want to do with Comey Media, with Cole Johnson, Real Wise Media, with Wise El Jefe, and anybody that truly wants to be a part of this conglomerate and a part of this empire. A shout to the folks at WQEE 99.1 in Atlanta that's picking up this show. So adieu to y'all from Indianapolis, Indiana, as well as Richmond, Virginia. We will see y'all next Friday. We're out of here.
Everybody stay safe out there in these streets.